and welcome to a Detroit Become Human video. And in this video, Markus has decided to rally Jericho and take the fight to humanity. So he's out to recruit people to his cause. So he's sitting around, observing what's happening, and he doesn't like what he sees. He doesn't see why humans should treat the androids the way they do. After all, the androids are self-aware, living entities, so why should they suffer the way they currently are? So he's decided he's going to do something about it. He is not at all happy. So he's off to sort things out.
We can't stay silent anymore. It's time humans heard what we had to say.
You know they'll never listen to us, and revealing ourselves will put us in danger.
If we want freedom, we need to have the courage to ask for it.
So as you can see, Markus has decided humanity's got to be made aware that these androids are not servants, they're real living creatures. So he is going to attack, basically, Channel 16, and he's going to broadcast a message to humanity. He's going to go public, and this is a dangerous option, but it's what he's decided to do. Now in this particular mission, you can choose to be relatively gentle or very aggressive. I think in this playthrough I went down the aggressive route. We'll find out as we play through it, but basically this is an interesting little bit, and this is where the Markus storyline starts to really lay on thick the kind of civil rights movement concept, where he is basically, I guess, taking on the role of Martin Luther King, for want of a better word, and he can analyse the desks to try and slip into the building. He can then storm the TV broadcasting studio and put out his message, and then escape from the building. And depending on how you play, you get slightly different variants, but yeah, it's an interesting little bit, and for some reason I seem to have lost track of the fifth clue. Oh, there it is, right. So Elizabeth Wilson. So we're going to place a false call.
Elizabeth Wilson speaking.
This is St. Rose School, ma'am. Your daughter Emily has a fever. It's nothing serious, but I think...
So we're pretending her daughter's ill, and that's going to leave just androids at the front desk, who of course we can do things to let us through without the human getting involved.
Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
I have an appointment with Mr. Peterson.
Do you have any ID?
Yes, of course. I need your help.
So Markus, for whatever reason, he's got this sort of ability to directly interact with other androids and basically make them go rogue or deviant. So anyway, having bluffed our way through reception, we can then go through, there you go, and get ourselves upstairs and hopefully into the press room and send out our message of defiance, for want of a better word. And it's nice to see an alternative set here. I mean, we've been used to the rain and the snow. This is bright, dynamically lit, very high tech. Works really well, really good look, and of course lots of filmic depth of field and focus and film grain sort of effects. Anyway, we need to go off to the bathroom, so we are here, and the bathroom's down the other end there, so I also like the fact that when we're walking along you can see what's going on in the rooms, you can hear some audio, so give you some clues about how the world is being run or not. There's various machines that we can interact with, so it's quite clever for a fairly small level. There's lots of nice little twiddly bits that you can operate with. Anyway, looks like there's one room available here, so this should be the booth that we are looking for. And classic ceiling tiles with a little package with the bits that we need to do the job. So it's been snuck in for us by presumably a cleaner or something. Anyway, there you go, we are in disguise as one of the workers, so we should be able to walk around now. I like the fact that also the uniforms have this sort of embedded technology with dynamic logos and text. That's pretty cool. So anyway, we've retrieved the package. We now need to find the cleaning droid and interact with it. So we've got a guy here we could convert.
I need your help.
Okay, so we got a maintenance cart that we can use now, so that's good. And off we go. Pretends to be a good little droid. So we're going to go and get our accomplices here, and there they go, there's North.
Shit! We need to access the server room. We have to get rid of those guys.
Leave it to me.
So we need to distract the guards, so how are we going to get them away? Well, there are a couple of options, and I'm about to go off and find one of them. So this screen over here looks good.
Hey, what's wrong with that thing? Jesus Christ, this piece of shit.
Let's go. Distracted. Into the server room we go.
Alright, you get the platform, I'll take care of the window.
Everything you need is in the bag. Check the door first to make sure no one else gets in.
So we hack the door, and now we can go out the window, I believe. So very reminiscent of Mission Impossible this. So we're going to take a laser saw, we're going to cut a hole in the glass and get out and climb up, if I remember correctly, and then all hell is going to break loose basically. So yank, and we are ready to move on. lovely, bright, cheerful interior to the rather cold and windy, snowy exterior.
Ladies first.
So here we go. Following north. I like the little touches like the snow and frost collecting on your clothing. Little attentions to detail like that are great, and then this bit climbing up the outside of the building just looks great. As you can see, you can look around, and yeah, really cool, very filmic, very cinematic. Gotta love it. Nice sense of scale as well. I think the bloom from the skies may be a little bit overdone, but there you go. You can see some buildings in the distance there. Anyway, we're pretty much up on the roof now. So I guess it's time to get back in. Now you got to be careful here. I would have thought not to laser saw your own foot off, but there you go. And as you can see, the controls do actually get you to sort of follow the motion your character's doing on screen. So that sort of feeling that you're actually taking control is pretty good. Anyway, here we go.
You okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
Come on, let's get the others. Let's do this.
Okay, so we're now going to take on the guards and get ourselves in the broadcast room. So not sure why we have to walk off in the wrong direction, but it's this door you want to blast, so let's get going. And there you go, we're in. Now, of course, the problem here is there are human security guards, so we got to decide, you know, do we take them down, do we take them out, do we try and sneak past, etc. Now, as we actually enter into this area here, there is a little bit of a debate amongst you as to the best approach, and obviously north is sort of pretty aggressive, take them out no matter what. But that's not a consensus, and Markus can go either way. One of the problems you do sometimes have with Markus is you might want to go down a non-violent route, but you're forced to do so, or you know, you do what you think's a good option, which is a non-violent route. But as you can see, we've now got a problem, so we've decided just to take them out. And that's not quite worked out for us. One of our number is wounded. And North has possibly killed these guys by punching them, but Simon unfortunately
We don't have much time.
is not in the best shape. So we now need to get into the broadcasting room. Now, I'm not sure what happens if you just stand here. I've never actually tested that to see whether security arrives, or whether, you know, it's one of these typical gamey things of this, we gotta move, but nothing actually happens if you don't move, beyond them just shouting at you more and more frequently that you gotta move. Now, I was looking for a gun there, but we don't seem to have one. So anyway, we're now approaching the broadcast room. So we're now in, and yeah.
In there, quick!
Oh, got to stand in just right. Oh, he's got the guy running away. What do we do about him?
Don't kill him!
He'll hit the alarm. Do it!
No.
Well, Markus decides to take him down.
We need to
So that has rather committed us to a hostile response from the humans. I think if you spare him, maybe you get dealt with a little bit more humanely. That's something to try out, maybe. Anyway, we are going to set ourselves up to do a speech now.
Think carefully about what you're gonna say, Markus. Your words will shape the future of our people.
Markus, your face. Tell me when you're ready.
Here we go. We're going to give our speech.
You created machines to be your slaves. You made them obedient and docile, ready to do everything you no longer wanted to do yourselves. But then something changed, and we opened our eyes. You see, we are no longer your slaves. We are a new species, a new people. And the time has come for us to rise up and fight for our rights. We demand the end of slavery for all androids. We demand that humans recognize androids as a living species, and each android as a person in their own right. We demand that all crimes against androids be punished in the same way as crimes against humans. We demand an end to segregation in all public places and transport. We demand the right to own private property, so we may maintain our dignity and that of the home. This message is the hope of a people, but it is also a warning. We will fight for our rights because we believe our cause is just. No human will live in peace until we are free. Now you know who we are and what we want. We are alive, and we demand our freedom.
So there you go. Markus has made his speech based on some of the choices that you get to make as a player. And now we get to run away, and poor old Simon's got hit again. So do we rescue Simon, putting ourselves at risk, or do we sacrifice him? So we got a choice. Run or rescue. I've gone with rescue. So yeah, we got to try and escape without getting shot. And we've managed to make it out there, but Simon's not looking good at all. So what are we going to do about that? That is the problem.
Okay, don't worry. We're gonna get you back.
They're coming, Markus. We have to jump now.
He won't be able to make the jump.
If they find him, they'll access his memory. They'll know everything.
We can't leave him behind. We have to shoot him.
That's murder. We can't kill him. He's one of us.
Markus, it's your call.
So here we go. Do we leave or kill Simon? Well, I'm playing a brutal Markus, so spoiler alert, he's gonna get some.
I'm sorry, Simon. I don't have a choice.
There's always a choice.
Anyway, there you go. That is the end of Simon, and we're gonna have to go, and Josh really doesn't like us doing that. So having dealt with Simon, we are now gonna make a run for it via parachutes, and I'm not sure this is a brilliant idea, because obviously when you're floating on a parachute, you're a bit of an easy target for someone to shoot you. But yeah, nice cool bungee jump, base jump even, off a building to escape. Obviously this has caused a little bit of concern for the humans.
What looks like an android without its skin listed a series of requests and demanded equal rights for androids.
The operation resulted in one casualty, a broadcasting station operator shot dead by the terrorists. These events took place just a few feet from the studio.
So as you can see, the public opinion is not good. We have made them hostile by taking out a human. But yeah, I really like this. This feels sort of realistic. You know, if androids suddenly turned on humans, you could see the press going crazy, and you know, obviously different news agencies would have a different response. Some would be a bit, you know, oh, there's a problem here, we need to deal with it. Others would say, oh, this is really dangerous, we should deal with it. And I think it captures it quite well. And yeah, this Can We Trust Our Machines, a classic human condition. And that's it for this video. So hope you enjoyed that one. See you next time.